Magkapit pandasal muna tayo. So in our generation for today, it is now very common that most of the crimes happening was all because of hatred, envy, and anger. More and more lives have been wasted because of those uncontrollable feelings, which could also affect lots of people, especially the innocent ones. When you will watch TV, read newspapers, or even listen to a radio news, there are lots of crimes happening involving murder, which occur most of the time. So guys, the command of God, which is to love one another, is being broken because of one's passion, one's bad passion, which is placed above a man's heart, which is definitely wrong. All of us people are given the freedom and the right knowledge to think and control over things correctly and just. And because of that, we should also look on the possible outcome of the act we plan to do so that we cannot harm other people, especially the innocent ones.
The fifth commandment, thou shalt not kill.
So one of the moral issue that connects to the fifth commandment, you shall not kill, is about the Mama Sapano clash. It is the issue which is trending not only here in the Philippines, but also in the other places of the world we may go. Their lives of what we called as our heroes were wasted just because of an unexpected event or happening there in Maguindanao. Actually, their mission was to serve arrest warrants and detain the three high-ranking terrorists, namely Jamaah Islamiyah, Zulkifli Abdir, or also known as Marwan, and Abdul Basit Usman. But unfortunately, they have failed to go home safely because of the tragedy. Their families until now still seek for justice that the government could give to the fallen 44. It wasn't easy for them to accept this unexpected loss of someone they really love, and also the one who supports them financially. As of now, it is being investigated if who really is the one who permitted the Sub-44 to push through their mission and plan. All we have to do now is to pray for their loved ones being left here on earth, that they may be strong enough to continue with their lives happily even without them. So guys, can't we see the great effect of war to our own selves, our country? It greatly damages our body and lives, in which does not belong to us, but to God. Our next issue is about Jam Sebastian of Jamich, which begged for mercy killing or euthanasia. Jamich couple was one of the most popular and famous YouTube sensation here in the Philippines. They are not only couples in media but also in real life. Their videos are known to be the sweetest making of all times, and that it simply explains how sweet the relationship is also. In the first quarter of 2014, after a CT scan, Jam of Jamich was diagnosed with stage 4 with a lung cancer. His first choice of treatment was the integrative machine for his healing process, but during 2015, he was already placed in a life support. Maybe because of too much pain and that he is already tired, he requested to have him mercy killed. His family and girlfriend, Mitch, got so panicked and hurt that they really don't know how to react and what to feel that time. But still, they tried to calm themselves and tried to forget anything Jam had said. Jam died last March 4 of this year. It was not indicated if mercy killing was really the cause of his death, or maybe just because his body cannot take the illness anymore. Mercy killing is somehow against the fifth commandment, for in this case, you did not wait for God to personally take your life, but you did it yourself.
the church greatly forbids taking away one's innocent life, and it is never right and just to the person who has that life, and especially to its owner, which is God.
About the Mama Sapano massacre, the Fifth Commandment forbids the international destruction of human life because of the evils and injustices that accompany all war.
The use of arms must not lead to abuses or any act which could produce any evil or even graver than evil. Those Psalm 44 have been titled as heroes, for they have not hurt somebody because of evil, but because of justice. Instead of having lots of destructions and vengeance, the church urges us to just pray into action that the divine goodness may free us from hatred or anger that's within us, so that war will be prevented and peacefulness will reign over.
For Jom's request of mercy killing, the church also forbids to it, for according to her, euthanasia consists of putting an end to the life for the sick, handicapped, and dying person.
Mercy killing is morally unacceptable. It is a type of murder gravely contrary to the human dignity and to the respect of God, which is His Creator.
However, if the person cannot take his illness anymore, life should be sustained by natural means and should be taken without being guilty of euthanasia.
Thus, life-supporting machines are not natural means of sustaining one's life. We should only have to accept that he is nearly dying, and that we should only hope that God won't prolong his sufferings. Whatever type of murder it is still defined as taking away of one's life. As we all know, we really do not have the right to abuse life because it does not belong to us. The Fifth Commandment simply protects God's gift of life. It promotes practical care and respect for the life and dignity of all people. Only God has the right to touch and make fun with our lives, for it is His ownership and not ours.
So this is our conclusion. It is gravely sinful to put an end to one's life just because of a negative feeling which prevails over kindness and gentleness of one's heart. God simply tells us and commands us to love one another, especially our enemies, so that we will get rid from anger, which leads to too much hatred and becomes a physical act. We should only put everything on God's hands, and that we should only let Him decide what to do with our lives, because He is the one who is alone, which is permitted to. In the crimes and cases happening in our surroundings today, we should only hope and keep on praying that this will be over now. People may hopefully realize about the importance of life, and that God alone has the right to touch life.
If I could write a magic song that everyone could sing, I will write of love, of hope and joy, and things that peace could bring. And when we sang my magic song, all hate and war would cease. If I could write a magic song, I'd write a song of peace. One song for all of us. One song could bring us peace. One song could make a miracle for all of us. A song of peace. Ha ha. with just one song, one magic song that everyone could sing. We could sing of love, of hope and joy, and things that peace could bring. And when we sang our magic song, all hate and war would cease. With just one song, one magic song, the world could fill with peace. One song for all of us. One song could bring us peace. One song could make a miracle for all of us. A song of